stepped off the court and has been replaced by Manon with jersey number 10, while Ariane is attempting her first 2 free throws. And that's a point. Her first points for Marianne for this morning. And she's attempting a second one. Both are successful, so bring the points now to 35-4 to New Zealand, with both Oriane and Anis with 2 baskets each. New Zealand is back on a roll with Aliyah scoring the points for New Zealand. That brings the points to 37-4, 6 minutes on the clock here at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. New Zealand seems to be on fire this morning, and their game just seems to be working. Everything is well oiled for them. Our New Caledonia is still trying to find their footing here on the second quarter. New Zealand is just going to town and just not being stopped by New Cal. And that's a foul, offensive foul from New Zealand, committed by Aliyah. And New Cal has a few seconds of breathing time before they can throw in the ball and start their play and hopefully put some scores on their board and hopefully find their footing soon. Attempted shot by Yvonne, who's just come in, hoping to put her name on the board. The foul's called on Anis for New Caledonia. 5 minutes on the clock, and New Zealand has substitution. We have Arisa coming in, Aliyah and Arisa going out, and we have Charlotte taking the court, and the captain is back in, Zara. An attempted 2-point shot. So Anis with that shot, lovely shot, and they're putting scores on the board slowly, building up their points. 41-6 for New Zealand. That was Kendall with that drive and was fouled. Fouled Kendall on the line for 2. Successful free throw by Kendall. 1 attempt left. Rebounded again by New Zealand. Attempted shot, unsuccessful, and New Cal has a chance to build up. Apparently the ball just got stolen and scored by Jaden Fuyava of New Zealand. That's she's brought 4 points to the game this morning. So now the points sit at 44-6 with a violation just called on New Caledonia. And substitution for New Cal. Leilani has stepped in and Manon has taken the bench. New Zealand with the ball with the last 4 minutes of the second quarter here at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. Kendall on the line for another 2 after she was just fouled with an attempted shot. 3 minutes on the clock, 44-6. Kendall currently has made 3 points, and that's 4 points for her name on the board. Second attempt at free throw. And was unsuccessful, but rebounded by McKenna. 3-point shot attempt by Nicole. And New Zealand is just on fire. Kenda with another basket and has brought her points, personal points up to 6, bringing the points to 47-6 to New Zealand with 3 minutes remaining on the second quarter of the second game for the second day of the championships. Championships will finish this Saturday, so if you're around Suva, please come on down and support your teams and join us here live at the basketball arena for the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. Newcal, 3 minutes on the board. Let's see, they've set up and they're attempting, going in for the drive, little miss, and that's a foul. It's a foul called by referee, so the foul will be made on New Zealand by Kendall, number 14 of New Zealand. And Yvonne is on the line. She's already scored 2 personal points for herself, and third point attempt unsuccessful. So she has another chance to add another point to her team. Great defense by New Zealand. Great offense by Newcal for that free throw. But New Zealand again has possession and is very determined to put more points on this board. Kendall with a 3-point shot attempt. Unsuccessful, but rebounded by Kendall again and goes in for the layup and is successful. Total of 8 points, almost catching up to Charlize with 10 points on the board. 49-6 to New Zealand, sorry. And that was a throw-in. Newcastle has the ball. Attempted shot by Yvonne, but lost it to New Zealand. Great drive. Great rebound, great shot. 51-6 to New Zealand. Three-point shot. Three-point shot made by Jaden. She's total of 7 points. 54-6 to New Zealand. 1 minute on the clock, 11 seconds on the stop shot, and a foul has been called on New Zealand by number 24. That's Charlotte Whitwalker. Right, Charlotte Whittaker. Apologies for that. And New Caledonia has a throw-in. 14 seconds on the stop clock. Great pass. And they are trying to get as close to the hoop as possible. Number 11 for the attempted shot, Chelsea. Number 13 for the 3 points, Soledad. Soledad has just joined us. I think she just came in for the last 2 minutes. But New Zealand has another attempt at the 3, and she scores it. Jaden. And now she joins Charlize on the top scorers for this game with 10 points each. Bring the points to 57-6 and to New Zealand with 54 seconds on the clock. 8 seconds left for New Zealand to make an attempt at goal. Shot and rejected by New Zealand, but the refs have called the 24-second stop clock violation. So New Zealand has the throw in. 43 seconds on the clock here on the second quarter of New Zealand versus New Caledonia in the second day of games. Both teams have won one game each of the first day, which was yesterday, the 5th of December. And this is their second game for Pool B of the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships. Candel, coast to coast. Great layup, but could not execute that basket. So New Cal has another chance to add points with 15 seconds left on the clock. And Yvonne for the shot and misses. Sorry, that wasn't Yvonne. That was actually Ariane. Ariane was that attempt. New Zealand wants to do another last 2 seconds. Attempted three-point shot by Tiara, but that was unsuccessful. Here at the FIBA Oceania Championships 2016, that brings us to the end of the second quarter. Points on the table is right now New Zealand sits at 57, trailing behind them with 6 points is New Caledonia. Highest points for New Zealand is currently Charlize and Jaden with 10 points each. And for New Caledonia, we have Anis Tuufui with four personal points. Here on the second day of the FIBA Under-18 Oceania Championships 2006 here in the capital in Suva. If you've just joined us from around the globe, we welcome you and keep staying tuned. We have games live streamed all day today and all day for the next 5 days. With thanks to our partners, Fiji Television, also Malton, TFL, BLK, Fiji Water, the Earth's finest water, also Fijian-made, Powerade, and also a big thanks to our hosts, Basketball Fiji, and also FIBA. And right now it's halftime here at the games. It will be an 8-minute halftime. Bulla, and welcome back to the second half of New Zealand versus New Caledonia here in the capital city of Suva for the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2006. If you've just joined us on live streaming, we welcome you to the second day of games, and this is the second game of the day that's currently running, with the second half just about to start. New Zealand versus New Caledonia, and the points on the table right now, New Zealand leading with 57 and New Caledonia trailing with 6. So they have, this is the third quarter with 10 minutes on the clock, and the lineup for New Cal with their captain Rosalind at 8. And Oriane at 7. Anisi wearing jersey number 6. And Chelsea with number 11. New Zealand takes the ball. Chelsea brings it in with their captain. Newcal with the ball. And this is Oriane. The captain attempts a 3-point and misses. Fast break by New Zealand and intercepted by Marie-Lizzie Forrest, the captain of New Caledonia. So New Caledonia is setting up, hopefully, and Charlie's just a great steal, goes for the layup, but misses. Great defense by Rosaline, and then stolen again by Charlie's from New Zealand. So New Zealand with a setup. Clark with the 3-point attempt and is successfully made, and that brings her personal goals. That's her first. That's actually her first. Yes, her first points on the scoreboard with 3, bringing the points to 60 to New Zealand and 3 to New Caledonia. Eight minutes on the clock. New Caledonia looking for space. Great pass. And Cinderella with a shot. Just beat the buzzer. New Zealand with the rebound, and they're on their way to another setup. Reed does not stop this girl. Once she gets the ball, she goes straight for that basket and has been rewarded with a foul by number 11 of Newcal. That's Chelsea. She's fouled by Chelsea. And Akian is on the lineup for the 2 free throws, and her first attempt is made. That brings her personal scores to 8. So she's moving on up. Second now to Jaden with 12 points. And second attempt was unsuccessful, but New Zealand still has the ball. And great pass by Charlize and a great execution by Charlotte. Bringing the points now to 63-6, 7 minutes on the clock. And New Zealand is just on fire right now on the third quarter, with Charlize with another break there. 65-6 on the clock. And New Caledonia is just trying to refocus. There's a turnover by New Cal. little scramble of the ball at the corner. New Caledonia with a throw-in. 7 minutes on the clock, and the points currently sit at 67 to New Zealand and 6 to New Caledonia. New Caledonia trying their very best. Unfortunately, another turnover from New Caledonia. New Zealand has another attempt at scoring and adding more points to their 67 points lead. Actually, 61 points lead. So it's 67-6. Oh, that was a great assist by Charlotte. Yes, Charlotte, but the goal was scored by Tiara, which brings the points to 69-6. And the captain for New Caledonia makes a basket. Great drive by Rosaline. And it's now 8 points to 69, 6 minutes on the clock, and a foul has been called on number 10 for New Zealand, which is Alisa. Alisa has called that foul, which brings her personal fouls to 1. And New Zealand, sorry, that was foul on New Zealand, sorry. Another score by Reed. And timeout has been called by New Caledonia. Right now, the points for the third quarter of the New Caledonia-New Zealand game is 71 to New Zealand, New Caledonia 8 with 6 minutes on the clock. Here at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships 2016. Again, we'd like to acknowledge our partners, Fiji Television, Telecom Fiji Limited, BLK, Fiji Water, Fijian Maid, Powerade, and also Jam Fiji, and not forgetting our hosts, Basketball Fiji and FIBA in the Oceania. And yes, the next game's coming up at 12 today. After this will be the women's game. Samoa versus Australia, so that's another game looking forward to. Australia also won their game yesterday, and also Samoa. Both teams had won their games yesterday. I forgot who Australia had played against, but Samoa played against Fiji Women's, which won yesterday. So that's a good game. Straight after this is that game. So right now we're back on the last 6 minutes of the third quarter for New Zealand and New Caledonia. The points currently sit at 71-6 here at the basketball arena in Lovella Bay. New Cal has the first chance to put some points on the scoreboard. Attempted shot by the captain. She rebounded her own attempt there and has been fouled and is on the lineup for her too. Zara Gillings. Subs for New Cal, 4 and 10, 15 and 6 have stepped out. 4 and 10 taking in. That's Melis and Menon on the court. And Zara is taking her first attempt of her first 2-3. Oh, that's one, sorry. One point she scored. So that was a basket plus a foul shot. That's a total of 3 personal points she's added to her personal points, which brings her personal points to 11. So that she's now the highest point scorer for this game for her team. New Cal captain, attempted drive, blocked by New Zealand. And Zara Gillings with the fast break, successful, bringing their points now to 78 to New Zealand and 8 to New Caledonia. And a steal by Reed. This girl just loves defense and offense. It's her first time she didn't go all the way. Turnover, and Newcal has the ball, trying their best to add some more points on the score table. The captain attempt to drive, and another thumb ball. New Zealand takes advantage with a fast break, and the captain is there just to put that final touch in and execute the score. So bringing the points to 80 to New Zealand and 8 to New Caledonia here at the basketball arena with 4 minutes on the clock, 11 seconds on the stop clock. Newcal needs to score some points, and it's another turnover by New Zealand, and the captain is there again with the fast break, makes the score, and also is rewarded with a foul and a free throw. Foul was number 8 on New Caledonia, which is their captain. Foul by the captain. She's on the line, and we have some substitutions. Reed goes off the court, replaced by Jaden, and for Newcal, Soledad is in with Sophie. Sophie and Soledad has come onto the court. 3 minutes left remaining, and Zara is on the foul throw with 1 shot, and wasn't successful. Rebounded by Aliyah, and she's made that basket, bringing the points now to 84-8. 3 minutes on the clock. New Zealand leading with 84, and behind them is New Caledonia with 8. A lovely steal there by Jaden, and goes all the way. Fast break, makes that score, number 12 for New Zealand, Jaden Fuyava. And she's now trailing with her points on the table with 12. Her personal scores is 12 with no fouls, so great work from Jaden. Newcal trying their best to get as close to the rim as possible, and then attempted shot by Yvonne. Rebounded by New Zealand. New Zealand's going for the fast break. Jillings is on fire with the fast break, and another successful goal for Jillings, bringing the points to 88 to New Zealand and 8 to Newcal, and her personal points on the scoreboard, 19 points for this game. Attempted shot by Newcal and stolen by New Zealand. Jillings, another fast break. Unfortunately, she did not execute that one. And great defense by New Zealand, and has called a jump ball, which is possession to Newcal. And Zara has gone out, seems to have problems with her leg. McKenna has replaced her on the court. So this also gives a chance for Jaden to add points and catch up with Zara's 19 personal points. And it's a basket. McKenna, 1 minute into her game on court, scores a basket. Total of 10 points for McKenna on this game, bringing the points to 90 to New Zealand and 8 to Newcal. McKenna on the line for 1 shot. Successfully made. 91-8. Points on the table right now. 2 minutes to go. New Zealand looking for some, New Caledonia looking for some space. Have they found one? And a violation called by the ref. And they have some substitutions for New Zealand. Alisa and Kendall has come onto the court. So Alisa will now play point guard. Great eyes, sees the space, drives in, hands it over to Kendall, and Kendall scores that points. Bring the points now to 9-3-8. with 1 minute left on the board on the third quarter of the second day of games. A violation has been called against Newcal. They've apparently stepped on the line. And now there's substitution coming in. Leilani steps in for Oriane. 1 minute on the scoreboard, 91 points to New Zealand, 8 points to Newcal. And New Zealand with the ball, attempted shot by McKenna, rebounded by New Zealand, and another attempted 3-point by Jaden, but unsuccessful, and Newcal finally has a turnover and has on offense. New Zealand is very fast back on defense. They could have easily made a fast break. Playing really hard for space. Missed. Drive by Manon. That blocked by New Zealand. Jaden with a 3-point attempt. And rebounded by McKenna. Fouled by Sophie from Newcal, but that's a successful basket, so she's been awarded that 2 points. And will take the line for another shot. McKenna currently has 12 personal points. And if she makes this in, this will be her 13th personal point. Yes, it's successful. So 13 personal points for McKenna, bringing the points for New Zealand to 96. And New Caledonia 8. 34 seconds. New Caledonia with the ball. Eight seconds on the stop clock. New Caledonia should attempt to make a shot soon. Yes, and unsuccessful. Kendall gets the ball, drives it down the court, and bad pass, bad catch. So Newcal has 8 seconds. 8 seconds. Great hands by New Zealand. Now they have 6 seconds. 6 seconds to attempt to shoot for goal. New Zealand is defending. 3 seconds. I hope she can see the board. And she cannot see the clock. And that brings us to the end of third quarter. Here at the FIBA U18 Oceania Championships, the final scores for the third quarter is 96 New Zealand and New Caledonia 8. We have one more quarter left for this round of games, but the next game will be Australia versus Samoa. At 12 noon. If you've just joined us on the World Wide Web, thank you for joining us. You are watching the FIBA Under-18 Oceania Championships 2016 held in Suva, Fiji. And we'd like to take this time to thank our sponsors and our partners, our broadcasting partner Fiji TV, also Malton, TFL, Fiji Water, not forgetting Fijian Made, Powerade, Gem Fiji, and our local host Basketball Fiji, and also FIBA in the Oceania. If you're around the Suva vicinity, feel free to come on down to the Lodala Bay Basketball Arena and come and support your team live here at the vicinity. Just looking at the points on the score table, New Zealand with 96, New Caledonia trailing at 8. Highest points for New Zealand is made by their captain, Zara Gillings, with 19 personal points, and following behind her is Jaden with 12. For New Caledonia, their highest points is Anis with 4. Trailing behind her is Oriane, and their captain Roseanne Marie Lizzie with 4 points each. So here we go. We're about to start the last quarter of this of the game, New Zealand versus New Caledonia. The Newcal under 18 boys also here joining us at the grounds to cheer their girls on. Jaden with the drive successfully made. The first 20 seconds of the last quarter. Great pass by Newcal. At great block by Ezra of New Zealand. Three-point attempt by Jaden. New Zealand is doing all they can. I think they want to hit the 100 mark or go over 100. I think yesterday's game with Guam, they went over 100. I think their target is to do the same with this game. But Newcal is holding them off, doing their best. And that was a great block by McCannon. And the violation has been called from Newcal. 24-second shot clock. So New Zealand has the chance to add more points to take their points up to the 3-digit mark. Great pass. It did not look like Kendall was ready for that pass. So she missed that pass, and now the turnover is to Newcal. Mannon here with the ball, bringing it up for New Caledonia. Looking for someone who's free. 3-point shot by Yvonne. And rebounded by New Zealand. McKenna with a 3-point attempt. Rebounded by Sophie. And Sophie brings it up. Newcal is gone for a lot to set up on their half court. 3-point attempt by Sophie, and it's successfully being made. It's 3 points by Sophie. Bring their points to 11. Right now, New Zealand is on 11, and New Caledonia is on 11, and New Zealand just scored, bringing their points to the 3-digit mark of 100. So 100 to New Zealand and 11 to Newcal. The turnover from Newcal. New Zealand just showing dominance over Newcal in both speed, skill, and height. The best thing Newcal can do is probably attempt a lot of outside shots, because every time they're driving in, they're just getting blocked from New Zealand. So let's see what their game plan is. And New Zealand also has just scored another try. So their points currently sit now 102. McKenna for another attempt, but has been called a violation for travel. And Newcal has the ball. Substitution coming in for New Zealand. Jaden is stepping off with Nicole coming in. And for New Caledonia, Ariane has come in while Mannon takes a rest. 7 minutes on the last quarter of this morning's game. New Caledonia versus New Zealand, with New Zealand taking the lead with 102 and New Caledonia with 11. Fancy pass, but that fancy pass has caused them a turnover. And a substitution coming in. Charlotte comes in for Ezra. So Ezra has taken the bench. And great pass. Great pass by Nicole. And successfully executed by Charlotte, adding the points to 104 for New Zealand and 11 for New Caledonia. And that adds Charlotte's points to 9 personal points. And a great drive by Orain, and she's been rewarded with a foul, and she's taking the line now for 2 points. Substitution for New Caledonia. Chelsea steps on while Soledad takes a break. Last 6 minutes of the last quarter, and Oriane on the line for 2. Successfully made. That's her third personal points. Big screams from the teammates on the bench here. And second attempt failed. New Zealand with the rebound and could not handle that ball. So it's being turned over again to New Cal. Taking on the base. Ariane with the ball, looking for space. Leilani looking around for help. Foul, and a foul has been called on, I believe it's Kendall. Let's see if it's Kendall. Number 14, yes, it's being called on Kendall for New Zealand. She now has 3 personal fouls, and the substitution has been called in for New Zealand. McKenna steps off while Tiara steps in. So Tiara is now on the court. 6 minutes on the clock. New Cal has a shot and unsuccessful, goes right out. So New Zealand now has the turnover and is in our possession. Kendall with a 3-point attempt, unsuccessful, rebounded by Tyra. Tyra goes for the shot and is successful. That brings Tyra personal points to 7, bringing the points now to 106 to New Caledonia and 106 to New Zealand and 12 to New Caledonia. Great save by Tiara and a spin shot by Alisa, but unsuccessful. And New Caledonia now has the ball. 5 minutes on the clock, 16 minutes on the stop clock. New Caledonia is looking for space, attempts to take a shot, but stolen by New Zealand. And a foul has been committed by Yvonne of number 4, New Caledonia. Great drive by Nicole of New Zealand, successful basket, and has been awarded with a 1-shot foul line. So their points is now 108-12, and if she makes this in, which she has, it will now be 109 to New Zealand. It is now 109 to New Zealand and New Caledonia 12. Once again, if you're in the vicinity of Suva, feel free to come down. It's the school holidays. Send your kids across. We also have the bouncy castles that's happening outside. Come on down and join us for a fun-filled day of great basketball action here at the basketball arena. Next game after this is Samoa and Australia women's game. But right now we have 4 minutes on this game. 4 minutes for New Zealand and New Caledonia. Current points 109 to New Zealand and 12 to New Caledonia. 4 minutes on the clock. And right now there's a substitution for New Zealand. So Alia's coming in for McCannon, and the captain for New Caledonia, Rosaline, has stepped back on. And Yvonne has taken the bench. Great pass by New Zealand, executed by Nicole, bringing the points to 111 for New Zealand and 12 for New Caledonia. 4 minutes on the clock, and New Caledonia is going for the goal and is awarded with a foul. So that was a great drive, great attempt by Sophie, and she's been rewarded by a foul, and the fouler is Kendall. Kendall with the foul. She now has 3 personal fouls. Sorry, that was on 7. That was on 7, which is Aliyah. Aliyah on her 2nd personal foul. Sophie's first attempt has been unsuccessful. Hopefully she'll do better in her 2nd attempt. 4 minutes on the clock. And she is successful, bringing the points to 13 points for New Caledonia and 111 for New Zealand. But New Zealand is not stopping. There's 4 minutes, but they're still going. They're still hitting the baskets. Great save again from New Zealand. Unfortunately, it has been turned over to New Cal, so New Cal has another attempt to add more points to their scoreboard. Foul has been called by Elisa. Foul has been given to Elisa of New Zealand. Substitutions coming in. Jaden and Zara is back on the court, while Kendall and Elisa take a break. 3 minutes on the clock. And let's see, Nickel with a shot. Unsuccessful. Turnover to New Zealand. Three minutes left on the scoreboard. 3 minutes left on the last quarter here for New Zealand and New Caledonia. Current points are now 115 to New Zealand and 13 to New Caledonia. Nicole, she's going all the way, gets her own rebound, attempts for the second shot and has been fouled by Ariane. So Nicole will be going on the line for 2. And a substitution. McKenna is coming in for Tiara. So Tiara's been taken off the court, taking a rest for the last 2 minutes of the games. And unsuccessful by Nicole. Second attempt. Success by Nicole, bringing her personal points to 7 and adding to the team points for New Zealand with 116. New Caledonia sits at 13 on the scoreboard. And attempt 3-point shot. Unsuccessful. New Zealand with the rebound. Goes for the fast break. But well defended by New Caledonia. And the captain comes in, and unfortunately the pass was not as was not caught by Cinderella. Cinderella Shirley Fanalupe, that's her full name, wearing jersey number 15 for New Caledonia. New Zealand with another attempt. They have 2 minutes on the clock to put more points on their scoreboard. And that has just been done by Aliyah. Another 2 points for Aliyah on the board, bringing the points to 118-13 to New Zealand. And Aliyah currently is on the third point highest point scorer with 15 personal points. And a great score by New Caledonia, bringing their points to 15. A scuffle there. Alia shot, rebounded her own shot, and attempted for the second shot but was fouled. So now she goes on the line for 2. 1 minute, 33 seconds on the clock. Unsuccessful. Not unsuccessful. Great rebound by Newcal. And Newcal now brings up the ball. And New Zealand just read their passes, and great defense stolen by New Zealand. And a violation by Newcal. So New Zealand now has another chance. And substitutions are coming in. Soledad for Newcal is coming in for Leilani. 1 minute and 19 seconds left. New Zealand with the ball. And the bench has called a stop time. Okay, so just a little problem there with the clock. No problem there on the clock. And it's back on. Jaden goes up and has been fouled. Chelsea is the fouler for that, and Jaden has an attempt at 2 free throws on the line for 2. Right now the points is 118 to New Zealand, Newcal 15. 1 minute and 11 seconds left on the clock. Jaden with her first attempt at lineup and has been successful, bringing the points to 118 for New Zealand and 15 to Newcal. Second attempt going on now with Jaden. Both successful. Points now sits at 120 to New Zealand and New Caledonia 15. New Zealand long pass there. Jaden with another 3-point attempt, rebounded by Alia, takes a shot, and then rebounded by McKenna, and McKenna gets the foul and will be on line for 2. The foul has been given to 15 for Newcal, Cinderella, and that's her 5th foul for the game, so she takes a rest and is being replaced by Sophie. 51 seconds left in the game. McKenna with the first shot and is successful. Currently has 13 points, on her personal points. She makes one in, will be the 14th. So that's her 14th personal score, and bringing the points to 121 to Newcal, 22 to New Zealand, and 15 to New Caledonia. 47 seconds on the clock. New Zealand with a fast break, and great execution by Nicole, ending that fast break with another 2 points on their tally, making it 124 to New Zealand and 15 to New Caledonia. Captain looking for space, but New Zealand just is powerful on the defense. Fast break by New Zealand, and Nicole gets another basket there. 16 seconds, 126 to New Caledonia, 126 to New Zealand, and 15 to New Caledonia. 10 seconds on the clock with the captain. And this little scuffle shot by 11. And misses. New Zealand buzzer. And that brings us to the end of this game, the 4th quarter. The final scores for the second game of day 2 of the games, New Caledonia versus New Zealand. Final scores 126 to New Zealand to 50 Newcal, with the captain of New Zealand, Zara Gillings, with the highest point scorer, scoring a total of 19 points. out of the 126 points. Coming straight up behind her is Jaden with 18 points. 18 points. And Newcastle, the highest point scorer was, was Anis. So that brings us to the end of that game. Thank you very much for watching. Shortly, we will bring you the next game live on live streaming, Samoa versus Australia. In the meantime, we'd like to thank our partners, Fiji Television, our broadcasting partner, also Telecom Fiji Limited, Malton, Gem Fiji, Fiji Water, the Earth's finest water, Powerade, Fijian Made, and also our hosts for this game, Basketball Fiji and FIBA, here at the Lovala Gymnasium for the FIBA Under 18 Oceania Championships 2016.